Prince Andrew has been officially stripped of his royal prince title and will be leaving his Windsor residence Royal Lodge, Buckingham Palace announced recently. The King has initiated a formal process to remove Andrew's royal styles, titles and honours. From now on, Andrew will be known simply as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. At 65, the King's younger brother has faced mounting scrutiny over his private life, particularly his links to the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, allegations that Andrew has consistently denied. This dramatic fall from grace doesn't just affect Prince Andrew himself, but also his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson and their daughters, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie. The Buckingham Palace stated, "His Majesty has today initiated a formal process to remove the style titles and honours of Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew will now be known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor." The palace also announced that Andrew's lease on Royal Lodge has been formally terminated and he will relocate to alternative private accommodation as soon as possible. His lease on Royal Lodge has, to date, provided him with legal protection to continue in residence. Formal notice has now been served to surrender the lease and he will move to alternative private accommodation. These censures are deemed necessary, notwithstanding the fact that he continues to deny the allegations against him. Their Majesties wish to make clear that their thoughts and utmost sympathies have been and will remain with the victims and survivors of any and all forms of abuse. Royal historian Kelly Swaby described the palace's statement as very brutal, reflecting the public's demand for accountability amid ongoing controversy.
Ordinary people don't care about the semantics. They want to see punishment, and public opinion is very much against Andrew. The palace knows that, and the language very much reflects that.
The 66-year-old Sarah Ferguson, Andrew's ex-wife, will also leave the Royal Lodge. Since Andrew lost his Duke of York title, Ferguson has reverted to her maiden name and lost her courtesy title as the Duchess of York. Royal commentator Richard Palmer noted that this title change will likely impact her public standing and influence, as she had previously identified strongly with the Duchess title. As for their daughters, Princess Beatrice, aged 37, and Princess Eugenie, aged 35, there are no formal changes to their royal titles or positions. According to King George Viver's letters patent of 1917, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie will continue to be princesses by virtue of being daughters of the son of a sovereign. Their places in the line of succession remain unchanged. Andrew remains 8th, with Beatrice 9th and Eugenie 12th. Royal commentator Victoria Murphy explains that while their royal status remains, it is unlikely that they will take on official duties anytime soon. She also emphasised that the scandal involving their father does not implicate them personally. Regarding his new residence, it is understood that Andrew will move to the Sandringham estate in Norfolk, though the exact property has not been disclosed. The King will privately fund Andrew's accommodation and make appropriate provisions as he moves out of Royal Lodge. Andrew voluntarily gave up his Duke of York title earlier this month, stating, "The continued accusations about me distract from the work of His Majesty and the royal family, while continuing to deny any wrongdoing." The surname Mountbatten Windsor combines the family names of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, established in 1960 as a way to reflect their lineage. Andrew will now be styled with this surname, having lost his royal titles and honours, including the Order of the Garter and the Knight Grand Cross of the Victorian Order. While the royal family's decisive action may not fully satisfy public opinion, it however marks a significant moment in managing the fallout from a scandal that has dogged the monarchy for years.